What's going up, Scrapper family? It's your man Fire Chicken up early. It's like 8:30 in the morning. I guess it's not really that early. I usually get up at like 4. We got fights today. And I'm not usually up here like this before the fights, but I got to clear memory cards. I forgot to do that last night. So basically all the fight footage that I have from last month, I got to go through and make sure that I got it all off the cards, put it saved it, and then I can go format my memory cards. Don't do that, then I could run out of space, or I could I don't know, have like a file problem on there or something, which I don't want. All right, one down. What's up, Tim? How you doing? So this is just a process, but we got some good fights going today, guys. I'm really excited about it. This is our last fights of the year. I used Solo's face there for the thumbnail for this video because guess who's fighting this month? Guess who's fighting today? Solo. What's up, Jeff? Hey, good morning. Good morning, Leighton. Renee, good morning. Aren't you fighting today? So, I pretty much got everything all ready to go. You know, like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna start the heaters up. It's cold, guys. It's like 35 degrees. But I'm gonna bring some donuts and stuff for the fighters and the event staff. If you show up on time, you get that stuff. So fighters, you're supposed to be here. Fighters, you're supposed to be here in an hour. If you're watching this at home and you live like an hour away, you're cutting it close. Fighters, you can be here. You can be here a little bit before 9:30. But my event staff, you guys got to be here at 9 o'clock. I got somebody out there waiting to come in right now. Like they're here, and I'm up doing this because this has to be done. So some very dedicated, helpful, people out here at the scrapyard. Shout out Top Knocker. But anyway, it's gonna be a great event today, and this is also the last event that you can high speed. There you go. Also, this is the last event before Fighter of the Year, before we vote for Fighter of the Year. So if Fighter of the Year, I think we pretty much have like everybody that's gonna like everybody that I would say like everybody that is qualified for Fighter of the Year. I don't think today's gonna make a difference, and by that I just mean like everybody's already got their 3 fights in that is yeah, I have. Um, Everybody that's eligible getting one more fight in today. I don't think would change it unless you had like 2 fights. What time? So I would say in 2.5 to 3 hours, Jose. 2.5 3 hours, or like 2.5 hours. I'll make another live stream, and that's when you're gonna see it pop up. If you're subscribed and you have the notification thing on, then it'll tell you when we go live. So that's why I tell everybody to turn the notifications on, because sometimes we got like some of the first fights, people come out and they're like, hey, I need to get one in and get out, and it's really good. And if you weren't on there watching live, then you miss it. So also with the live stream, Sir Yeetus, yeet yeet. Crux, what's up from Texas? Hey, shout out Texas. Just clearing some memory cards here, man. That was easy. Okay. It doesn't take like a whole lot to do, but I do, I've got multiple cameras that are running. I run like 5 cameras during the event, so it's the wrong camera. They each have their like own individual memory cards, and I also have to do like the the pre-fight battery charging the night before, which I mean you're talking like 15 batteries. Um, so let me make sure I got this one, guys. This one might screw me over here if I haven't got this footage yet. I haven't. Shit. Okay. So this is gonna take me a few minutes, but no big deal. See, that's why I double check, because if I accidentally delete some footage, then it's gone forever. Jeff, no, no. You have to sign up and you got to sign up to fight to come out. Be part of my event staff, which I mean, my event staff is pretty much who they are. They know who they are. They come out and help with the events and stuff. Rarely do I let just random people come out, especially people that I've never met before. It's not basically, guys, it's not a public event. It's a private event. There's no charge or admission fee or anything like that. So, like, the only way you can really come out is if you come out with a fighter as their plus one, you're part of my event staff, or you're actually fighting. And I don't mean to exclude anybody, but think about it from like my point of view. I've got X amount of room out here, and that room is primarily reserved for fighters and everybody I mentioned before. If I just start letting extra people come out, then what benefit is that um to us? And I don't mean like greedy. I mean, like, what benefit is it in the sense that, like, more people come out, more people throw stuff away, so they have more garbage, more parking spots taken up, more talking during intros. So it makes it more difficult and costly and time consuming to run the events when people decide or when people come out. So I reserve that for the people that are um out helping out and that kind of stuff. I just can't allow people to bring, like, extra people with them and all that, because I get that. I get people want their family to see them fight and everything, but this stuff will be on YouTube within for like 40 days, and then you have like a full on 4K nice video representing your match in the scrapyard that you can download off YouTube. By the way, please don't download it and post it the same day. I don't want people to do that. I mean, we put the fights on YouTube, and we want our YouTube audience to grow. I mean, you could cut it and take your own, make your own thing out of it, like, as far as like oh shit, I'm confused here. As far as like mixing it up or whatever, but don't be posting like the whole fight. I mean, you try to build the channel up and gain popularity on the channel, so that's where people come to see the fight. So when you fight again, they're gonna come on the channel and watch the fights and see you fight again. But I'm by all means not saying you can't have your own footage. Just don't post it the full on fight. You know, like, shit, man. You go some places they won't. I mean, well, actually, a lot of places you go, they don't allow you to take any video or footage anyway. I actually let you guys like do pictures and like vlogging and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to take the experience away from you. I'm just trying to say, like, hey, don't copy the footage and put it online. That's not cool. So, it does get chaotic. Oh, bathroom, yeah. You can sign up on our Facebook group. So, okay, if you want to fight, you go to our Facebook group, Street Beef Scrapyard, with 28,000 members. You join that, and then there's like a post every month in the event section, and so that's how you sign up to post. If you actually want to contact me, you can find me through the Facebook group. I mean, you'll see who I am. I'm the one posting everything, so you can find me in there, or you can email me at scrapyardfighting@gmail.com. Scrapyardfighting@gmail.com. So that is another way to get a hold of me. You can't sign up to fight through that. Also Instagram. If you look us up on Instagram, Street Beef Scrapyard, we have like 115,000 followers on there. If you find me on there, you can message me and I'll get your message. So we got some title fights going on today. Solos fighting, I mentioned that. David versus Goliath match. Heavyweight kickboxing title fight. Yeah, we do have a food truck, and the food service is provided for everybody that's actually there. It's we're not trying to um expand that and sell more food or anything like that. It's provided for the fighters, basically. I don't want people coming out here for like 6 hours and then just being like, I gotta go because I gotta go to the store and get some food. It's like, they have an option here. They can bring their own food. Like I'm not trying to like keep them from doing anything like that. I'm just providing them with something that an option that they have. It's and Yeah, we got like 4 people signed up today that are over 300 pounds. We have our event staff, or not event staff, our medical staff here today. So we do have a nurse on site who has a defibrillator and all sorts of other stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm printing something out now. See, this is taking a little while because I didn't clear one of my memory cards like I should have, and so I'm having to transfer everything onto the hard drive. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it. A lot of people find us through the main branch of Street Beefs too. If a person can't make it to the fight, so look, I really do. I ask, like, out of respect, that somebody please just lets me know ahead of time that they can't make it. But I understand, like, stuff happens. Don't use that as an excuse to why you can't send me a 2-second message, tell me you can't make it. However, I do officially match up at the event. So if a fighter can't make it, chances are, unless I had them pre-matched up, um, unless I had them pre-matched up, it's not that big of a deal. If I did have them pre-matched up and they don't show up and don't let me know, I don't like that at all. And maybe after like doing that to me a few times, I'm not going to pre-plan them a match. And by pre-planning, I mean if I've got people coming from out of state and I want that person from out of state to have a guaranteed fight against somebody, rather than just relying on them coming here and matching them up on site and having the potential of them not getting a match, I tend to find them a fight ahead of time, write it down, and then let the other person know, hey, you're fighting this out of town dude. And they're okay, cool. So if in the event that the one person doesn't show up, that I do try to have a backup, but I I guess if like it happened enough times and it was like really mean, like they told me like 4 times they were going to show up and they didn't. Maybe I could ban. I have banned people in the past for kind of messing with me like that, but um, I do understand people have lives and this isn't everything. So um, there's some leeway there. Now, if somebody lets me know ahead of time, that's fine. If they're like, hey, Fire Chicken, I can't make it to the fights today, I might be disappointed, but um, you know, I can accept it. So, hope that answers that question. Yeah, some people actually fly out and like show up the day of, which is kind of tough because if you're supposed to be here at 9:30, fighters, you're supposed to be here. Fighters, you're supposed to be here in 30 minutes, like 40 minutes, 39 minutes. What are you doing? Why are you watching this? You better be driving while you're watching this. And if you don't know how to get here by now and you haven't asked me for the address, and that means that you didn't read the post that you signed up for. Um, damn, it's cold today. The comedian. Yes, it is cold, and I'm going to be out there in like as soon as this memory card clears. It's 47% complete. As soon as this clears, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna light the fires up, and we don't have thinner air here. We're sea level, crux. So the only thing that I'm not worried about it, but people should consider this is that when you come to Washington State, if you are from a warmer climate, you will be cold. It is 35 degrees out today. Um, but yeah, there's no thinner air out here or anything like that. Maybe cleaner air. Maybe it's a little bit cleaner than some states because you got all these trees and stuff. No, no, we're sea level. Yeah, we're higher up in the United States. That's why it's so cold. We're farther above the equator. So I mean, I wish we had like California's climate, but this fighting stuff ain't even legal in California. It's not legal in very many states, to be honest. Hey, can you guys give this video a thumbs up? Pre-fight shenanigans right here. So I'm almost done clearing the memory card. It should be, look here, 54. Ah, it's taking forever. Transfer rate slow. That's one of the biggest hurdles with is Solo on today? Yes, Solo is on today. It's one of the biggest hurdles with running this whole thing is that I have to constantly deal with memory issues with my computer, with my hard drives, with my memory cards. It's just so much information. And I want to give it to you guys in the best quality that I can. So, I mean, that's why I've got like this thing right here that's like 20 terabytes. It's not the only one. Altogether, I have almost 30 terabytes of information. Actually, over 30 terabytes. So it was Yakima, Vancouver with a bunch of mosquitoes. We get mosquitoes out here, but it just depends on what time of year. I don't know if it's really like an issue during the fights. Different times of the year bring different things, like fall. I got to top knockers out there. I gotta let him know he's out in my yard right now. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying there. When Jay Gotham gonna fight again? Jay Gotham fights when Jay Gotham wants to fight. Is that so? Is Solo that's Solo graphic? Yeah. We actually have a guy in our Facebook group. Um, let me get his name. I want to give a shout out to him though, because this guy. Let me find our Facebook group. He joined our Facebook group. He's local, and he's actually been making a bunch of graphics and logos and designs for us, and they're really clean. His name's Evan Marshall, and if you go to our Street Beef Scrapyard Facebook group, you can actually see some of the designs that he's made. They're just nice logos that I can put on videos and shorts and reels and anything, even editing my videos. And he just makes them for me just to help out with the group, and I appreciate it a lot. They're really nice looking. If you're a fighter, he can make logos for you too. He does have a price because he has to completely render the whole image in full HD and create it from scratch. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it is. Like if you want your own personal brand logo, then you have to find him in the Facebook group and ask him. I don't like it doesn't go through me or anything like that. Oh, there we go. Hater One Actual. There we go. Evan, shout out right there. So, guys, he's in the chat. Hater One Actual. He's the guy that's doing our cool logo designs. So yeah, hit him up on Facebook and see what he wants for him and what he can do for you. No problem, man. Thank you. Okay, let's see where we're at here. We are at 70%. We're down to the last 30%. I'm supposed to actually be out there in like 3 minutes. Some reason I was thinking y'all were in Colorado. No, no, not Colorado. Jay Gotham fights when Jay Gotham wants to fight. He might be here today. He might fight. I don't know. I don't push people to fight, but he's one of our OGs. 75 is a good deal. So look, guys, I had one of our logos made, and I've been using that. I had another company do it, but it's such a good deal because like that design you can use, it's such good quality that you can put it on t-shirts and really pull it up and make it because it's so high quality. If you like rip one off the internet, the image is super small because it loses it loses its quality when you stretch it out. Who's refereeing today? I know Coach P will be here. I know Anomaly will be here. I haven't heard from Gimp, but Gimp usually shows up. Gimp always shows up, and usually um if he doesn't, he lets me know. Yo, bro, interview with Solo. Yeah, Buddy V does our interviews. He'll get Solo in an interview today. Hell, maybe I'll bring my vlogging camera out and get some interviews myself too. It's time dependent, guys. It's really tough because we got so much going on, and I'm running like making sure people are at their stations doing jobs, making sure the live feed's going, making sure my cameras are working good, making sure the fighters know when they're next up and all that stuff. So I mean, I don't really have as much time to do interviews, but Buddy V does some awesome interviews. Actually, so what I do, Eric, is when when I do, if you look through my channel of my past videos, you'll find full event. I actually have a playlist for it, and it says full event. What I do is when I get interviews from like Buddy V or Solo or whoever does them that month, I put all the fights, edited fights in one video. It's like 2.5 hours long. And I put the interviews in between, usually like before their fight or whatever. But I put them in there. So you can turn the video on like in the background while you're doing something, and you could sit and watch fights for like 2.5 hours and then see the interviews in there too. Hey, appreciate it. I try my best on this channel. I really do. And you guys too. You guys are part of this too. I mean, if you guys weren't in here chatting it up with me right now and watching the videos and asking questions, then I mean my audience would just be kind of like a bunch of blank faces that just spectate and don't share anything. But you guys are like in here talking to me, and I appreciate that. It builds a community, and that's ultimately what the Scrapyard is about: is a community of people, not just a fight club. Like there's legit people that come out here and train with us and fight because of the acceptance that we offer. I'm I hope not. I still got my hair. Um yeah, I just love I just love this. I love what the camaraderie between the fighters and meeting new people and training too. It allows me to stay in shape and have to try to keep up with all these kids that are, 20s, go out there and box with them after the events or at training sessions on the weekends. Um, I love video editing. I really do. I've been doing that type of stuff since I was a teenager, like a young teenager. And really, though, the only like full scale editing that I had ever done up to that point was the street beef stuff here. And once I got into that, I kept an open mind. I did my own research. I went out of my way to learn how to do something. You know how hard that is for people to do, for most people to do. You really have to love something and have a passion for it to be able to go out of your way in order to learn how to do it. The information's out there. It really is for everything. But does everybody have the willpower, the desire, all that to go out and research how to do it themselves? Not so much. If anybody's ever asked you like in a job to do something you don't really want to do, your heart's not in it because you don't really want to do it. but my heart's in this stuff, and so it actually makes it easier. Motivation, drive. You can't, yeah. You have to want, you have to love it. You have to love it or you're gonna hate it. Hey, that's a good quote. You have to love it or you're gonna hate it. I should write that down. So by that, what I mean is if you're doing these videos or whatever, if you're doing something, if you don't love it, then you're going to force yourself to do it, and then eventually you're going to really despise it. Some people do that with jobs. Maybe you take a job that you don't really like, but you do it. So you don't put all your effort into it and you end up hating it. Okay. Sorry, I'm writing a quote down. Fire Chicken's quotes. There we go. Okay, my memory card is clear. Let me make sure actually. Okay, all my video files showed up on my computer. That's awesome. Let me make sure again. Losing video footage is it's one of it's actually one of my biggest fears because for one, fighters come out here, they put it all on the line and everything, but I don't want them to lose their footage. I mean that's just it would be really bad. That's why we do multiple angles. I have lost footage before. I've lost audio. I've had some like train wreck disasters actually happen at events. And to be honest, like you guys probably don't even know. You guys probably don't even realize what happened. Shit, the event that Shinigami came out all the way from the West Coast branch. I mean, I lost audio for half of the fights in that event. How do you edit fights with no audio? Well, you know what? There's a will, there's a way, and I made it happen. I had an alternate angle. I pulled all the audio from the alternate angle. My video intros, some of the intros were I couldn't use because there was no audio, so I had to do something else. But I made it work. And if you guys don't know or don't really realize it, maybe you saw it and you're like, something seems a little off, but you just kind of shrugged it off. Well, you might have been right. You might have been onto something, but you don't really know what it was unless you were me and actually know what it was. So I gotta go, guys. Make sure you tune in for the live feed, which is gonna be cracking off here in about 2 hours. Okay. Fire Chicken out. Love y'all.